Hello friends, it is Danny and today I am going to be reviewing Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. So this is my arc of it, even though it came out in May. I was given this arc back in February. I finally got around to reading it and now I'm going to be reviewing it. So Ramona Blue is our main character and she lives in a small town with her father and her sister Hattie. She is one of two lesbians in her small town and she is 6 feet tall and has bright blue hair. She's kind of the person in town that everybody knows. Her sister is pregnant, her dad is struggling to keep their little trailer alive, her mother's kind of flaky and doesn't live with them anymore, and so Ramona's juggling a bunch of jobs to help out. She's also trying to figure out who she is as a person and thinks that her life is destined to be more than living in the small town of Eulogy, but she feels like she can't leave her family because they need her. She's just had this amazing summer with this girl named Grace, but Grace is moving back home because she was only visiting Eulogy. Now that Grace has gone back home, life has become pretty boring until Freddie shows up. Freddie is Ramona's childhood friend and he's just moved back into Eulogy to live with his grandmother named Agnes. Their friendship picks right up where they left off. He convinces her to go swimming at the pool all the time. She realizes she falls in love with swimming, which was something she never thought would happen. And she also starts to potentially develop feelings for Freddie, which makes her very confused because she thought she was only into girls. Now has to decide whether or not finding out who she is more important than finding out who she might become. I wish I could say that I loved this book. I honestly did not love it. I didn't hate it either. There were some things that just kind of didn't fit for me. Like, they didn't settle well with me in like the way they were wrapped up. So for one, this had a very lackluster plot. Like, I was so interested in it when I was at Frenzy Presents and then they gave us the arc of it. They gave everybody the arc of it and I was so excited to have it. And then I started reading it and I just realized how dull it is. It is very slow paced. I just felt like this book kind of dragged on. Like, it's a chunky book and it probably could have been cut down a bit. I have to say though, I did love the characters. I love how strong and independent Ramona is. I love how adorable Freddie is. I freaking love Ruth and Sal so much, so much. Part of me wonders how different this book would have been had it not focused on Ramona and had it focused on Ruth or even Sal. If it had focused on one of them, I think I would have liked it a lot more, especially Sal. His story, ugh, I love him so much. Like, it's sad that I loved a side character more than I loved the main character. I just found Ramona to be boring. Like, is it possible to find a character boring? Yes. I don't want to say that she's boring because, like, she's so different from everybody. She's tall, she's got blue hair, which it's me. I'm not tall though, so that's different. I felt like I could have connected more to Ramona, but I didn't. And it bothers me that I don't like it as much as I wanted to. Like I was saying, the middle of the book wasn't any better than the beginning. It was still kind of meh. I thought the whole swimming thing was gonna happen more than it did until like the very end. I found it very predictable at times. Like, every book has its little mini plot twist or its big plot twist, and I found this book to be very predictable. There were a lot of times where I would guess the plot twist like 3 or 4 chapters before it happens. I guessed the big plot twist, kinda. There was like something that was weaved into the big plot twist that I didn't guess, but I guessed the main part of it. Honestly, some of the characters in here could choke and I would not be upset about it. They pissed me off. The thing I'm sad about is I had so many high expectations for this book because of Dumplin'. I read Dumplin' last year as an audiobook, and maybe had I read this as an audiobook, which I don't think there's an option for that yet, but had I read it as an audiobook, I think it would have been different and I might have liked it more. But Dumplin' just left me with such high expectations that this definitely fell flat. This pace, I think it was more so the pacing and the fact that it was predictable that really kind of made me not like it as much as I wanted to. For that reason, I only gave it 3 stars. Sorry, Ramona Blue, I wanted to like you, but I didn't. This is the first review I've done in a while. It's the first book that I've read that I've been sent in a while. And now I have that whole shelf over there, not that you guys can see it, that is still arcs that I've been sent. There are a couple on there that I'm not reading, but they're still there. And then I have my entire shelf from BookCon, which is a lot of arcs and things. So I'm going to be doing more reviews. Comment down below if there are some other books that you want me to review that you know I have gotten recently, have on my shelf, things like that. I want to get back into doing reviews. I forget how much I like to talk about the books that I read and hear other people's opinions. If you guys have read this book and you had the same feelings as me or different feelings than me, comment them down below because I want to know some of your thoughts. I think if I read a couple more books, I might be doing an LGBT recommends video, and maybe I will include this one in it because it is one of the very few LGBT books that I've read that feature like a lesbian character but also a bisexual character, so I think it's different and I'm glad that it does. That is it for this review, you guys. I don't know what my next video is going to be or what my next review is going to be, but whatever they are, I will see you guys in those videos. Bye! Thank you for watching my video. Hope that you really enjoyed the show. Hit the subscribe button down below and go and read some books.